What's up? It's time for a couch side edition of On the Record. I'm Ross, and this will be the beginning of my March breakdown. Sorry, just kidding. Yeah, in March I bought more records than I have in a long time, so I'm going to split my purchases up and do them in separate videos. And usually I would go chronologically, but this time I am going to go in categorically. This first batch is going to be flea market grabs from crate digging and gifts from friends. And speaking of gifts from friends, might as well start there. First one I got is this OG UK pressing picture disc of Slipknot's debut album. I will not sit here and tell you that I listen to Slipknot a shit load anymore. No. But there are times when the mood sets and I need to hear Wait and Bleed, or I need to hear Sick. This is a really good album for what it is. And I was really stoked to get this. My buddy Luke, who's also my tattoo artist, shout out to Black Arrow Tattoos. He gifted me this earlier this month. And I've spun it a few times, and I usually don't spin picture discs because they don't sound as good, but this one sounds really dope. This front is your back with the track listing. And yeah, pretty sick. That exact same day, Luke's wife, who is also a longtime friend of mine, gifted me her copy of The Doors' L.A. Woman. I've loved The Doors for a long time. My mom got me into them when I was a kid. And while this is not a pristine copy, it is in good enough shape. It's in pretty good shape considering its age. And sounds great. Probably one of The Doors' best albums. And yeah, even the jacket's in pretty decent shape. Yeah, pretty stoked about that too. Up next, I was crate digging and I came across an Asia album. And then it got me looking for Asia's debut album, which I finally found. Why? Because Asia's actually a really, really solid classic band. And as a supergroup, they put together some really cool, solid songs. Everybody knows Heat of the Moment and Soul Survivor. How could you not? But this whole album is actually really solid. And look at this picture. Look at that. This is some awesome cover art. Since it was found in a flea market, the jacket is not in great condition. And the vinyl does have a slight warp in it. But it still plays pretty well considering I bought it for $1. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Love Asia. Next up, and this one I just got the other day. This is The Groove single by DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. The song features Grover Washington Jr., who is a classic jazz player. And yeah, considering this is from 1990, the jacket is in stunningly good condition. Still glossy, not bent absurdly, and it still plays really well. I spun it for a while the other night. Just DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. It's just good, fun, radio-friendly hip-hop. Grover Washington's edition is really solid, really cool. And, homie, look at that fade. Look at that. So yeah, that was really cool. When I bought that at the exact same flea market, I also got this. This is one of my favorite hip hop albums of all time. This is LL Cool J's Radio. And if you don't know this album, you don't know mid-80s hip hop. Because I Can't Live Without My Radio is probably one of my favorite hip hop songs of all time. It's so solid. Not to mention you also get Rock the Bells on the B-side. I mean, there's a ton of really solid songs on this album. It's dope. And look at young ass LL. Bruh. Yeah. The vinyl is in amazing condition. I mean, it's really solid. The jacket is in horrible condition. It's got shit ton of water damage along the top and a little bit down the side. But the vinyl survived in really good condition. I wish the jacket looked a lot better, but still really fun for a cheap grab. Pretty stoked. Up next, we're hitting soundtracks, which you should know by this point that I love. I adore that soundtracks. There would be another one in this batch, but I traded it off to my good friend Lane, along with another record to get some cool shit that you'll see in the next part of the video. But let's go ahead and kick this off with Star Wars. I had a copy of this at the beginning of the year, but I gifted it to my cousin because he is a huge Star Wars fan like I am. And he loved the jacket and the pressing. Well, that pressing was in a lot worse shape, I should say, than this one is. And this one was cheaper. Star Wars is definitely one of my favorite sci-fi movies of all time. I am a huge Star Wars nerd. I will be spinning this on Star Wars Day on May 4th. But yeah, just having this score by John Williams is fucking dope. And I love the gatefold. The 2 LP, both of which are in dope condition. This one still has the original mail-in that came with the record. Look at that shit. And we have the original 2-side insert. Tells you about the movie, tells you about the music. Pretty sick. Yeah, I love this soundtrack. It's just, the score is just so fantastic. So yeah, when I found this, I had to pick up another copy. And then, save that one for last. This is, the jacket is quite beat up, but the record's in decent condition. And it's just a cool thing to have. This is Stanley Kubrick's 2001: A Space Odyssey. Again, fantastic sci-fi movie. This movie set sci-fi in a whole new vision. Kubrick is a fucking weirdo, and this movie is insane. And so, one disc, gatefold, a lot of cool shit in here. Like I said, the vinyl is in shockingly good condition. Again, flea market, found it for $, and pretty excited about it. I've only given it one spin so far, but it's really fucking cool. Next up is Rosemary's Baby. This movie scared the shit out of me when I first watched it. It's insane. Mia Farrow, gorgeous as always. at the Antichrist anything, and it gets better. That's a fact. This was in the same flea market I found 2001: A Space Odyssey. I think I bought the same day for $. But these old horror thriller soundtracks are just awesome mood music, just to sit back and chill to. So yeah, that's a really cool thing to have. I have 2 more I need to go grab, so I'm going to pause this real quick and I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. These last 2 are kind of weird, and I'm not really sure where to classify them in my shelf. But this one is Orson Welles' original readings of episodes of The Shadow. These are really, really cool. If you've ever listened to the old radio plays, this is how people used to watch TV before TV. And this was pressed in 1980. And I can't remember for the life of me when these aired. But Orson Welles had probably one of the best narrating voices of all time. And so I could listen to him read my obituary and it would be solid. But yeah, I listened to this, and it's the original radio broadcast. So it's scratchy, it's rough, but it's really cool. It really takes you back to that moment in time. So I found that, and it was really, really cool. This one I'm really just stoked for Halloween to come along. Blood-curdling terror, horror, sounds to make you shiver. This is pressed in the late 70s. Just scary sounds to freak your children out. Yeah, it's nothing I really had to have, but I thought it'd be cool. And like I said, when Halloween comes, best believe turntable's going to be there, and I'm going to spend some creepy shit. The back is actually really fucking cool. I love that. So yeah, that's that, and that's the beginning of what I bought in March. The next video, things will start getting heavier. We'll bust into some killer hardcore and shit. Yeah, but till the next video, this has been On The Record. Thanks.